How is everybody doing? This is Martin Williamson. I'm coming to you with some of this fantastic. Well, it's not that impressive. No, but seriously, happy Monday. Oh my goodness, every time I hear this song, I just gotta dance to it. I just got to. Just can't get enough of it. Oh my god. And have I got a story for you? You're gonna really enjoy this. It might shock you. It might creep you out. It might make you ask why. So let's get started on that story I was talking about. Now, this is from quite a while ago, I might say. It's from when I was maybe about 12 or 11 years old, I think, because it's from a long time ago, so I really can't remember all the details. But I'm actually just gonna try my best to give you the best description I can. Now, okay, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Okay, like I said before, I'm 12, 11 years old. It's a warm summer day. I'm walking down the street, just minding my own business, walking down the sidewalk, just having a wonderful day. And suddenly, I look to my left, and what do I see? I see a horde of mushrooms. Now, what does that have to do with anything? The next thing you know, I am screaming and crying and and just freaking out. And I believe it's a phobia called mycophobia, where you're scared of mushrooms. Now, I bet you guys are wondering right about now, how could I be afraid of mushrooms? How could I be afraid of mushrooms? Come on. They can't do anything to you. They can't, well, some of them can't do anything to you, but some of them can. But I didn't know that at the time, so. But when I seen these mushrooms, they just brought this fear over me. Like, they just gave me chills down my back. There were so many of them. That's why I think I got scared, because there was like, you know how all those ants get into that pile, and there's like a big clump of ants on top of this one little thing. Have you guys ever seen that? I'm pretty sure you have. That's how they were. Just a big clump of them. So many of them. There's like 20 over here, 20 over there, 20 in front of me. It was terrible. And the thing I did was I just ran all the way home, just crying and all, just scared, just oh. Now, if that doesn't creep you out, or if that doesn't make you laugh, I don't know what will. Me being afraid of mushrooms. Of course, I'm not afraid of mushrooms anymore. That was a long time ago. But I'm just saying, like, it's a funny story, because how I got over the fear of these mushrooms was very, very unusual. Now, so the second day of the week, I'm walking down the street, and I know these mushrooms are coming up, and I'm like, oh god, here we go, and I'm getting scared. I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna see these mushrooms. I'm not gonna like this, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I have I have my little brother with me, or I think it was my big brother. I can't remember. Like I said, it was a long time ago, so I can't remember all the details. So I had a sibling with me, and I see the mushrooms. I start freaking out. They turn around looking at me like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, oh my god, mushrooms. Oh my god, ah. Just freaking out. Now I just want to run home. They're like, what are you screaming for? They can't do anything to you. They try to bring me towards the mushrooms. Of course, that makes it worse. I'm like, ah, and start running away. So that begins the whole process of me getting over the fear of mushrooms. After they knew that I was scared of them, they try to make me conquer my fear. So after they try to convince me to come back and just like face my fear, like they're not gonna do anything to you, I just waited all the way till the next day. I didn't go anywhere after that. And so they're like, we're gonna show you that these mushrooms are not gonna do anything to you. So we're walking down the street, walking down the sidewalk, I mean, and we get to the mushrooms, and I scream. And the next thing you know, my brother's like, Martin, look, these mushrooms are not gonna do anything to you. He steps on the mushrooms, and I was kind of like, yeah, kind of like, they're not gonna do anything to me. And I stepped on them along with him, still crying, still got still got tears going down my face, still crying. I'm like, oh, they're not gonna do anything to me. I'm just stepping on them, and I'm like, oh. And then we continue on to where we were going, because we had a friend that lived down the street, so that's why we're always walking down the sidewalk, because we're going to hang out with some of our friends down the street, and so pretty much that got me a little closer to getting over the fear of mushrooms. Now, there still was a problem. Every time I seen the mushrooms, there were just so many of them, and it still brought that fear upon me. So I was like, every time I walked down that sidewalk and I seen those mushrooms, I kind of got scared and wanted to run away, but I was like, no, no, I'm just gonna step on the mushrooms. They can't do anything to me. And then next thing you know, I wasn't scared of them anymore. But just a little. There was always that hint of fear, just a little bit, but eventually I got over it. Like, and that's how I conquered what's it called, mycophobia, which is just a really weird phobia. It's really weird. It's almost weird as a fetish. But I hope you guys enjoyed that commentary. Just a little short. I like to share stories with my subscribers so I can build a bond with them. And I hope this story made you laugh, made you smile, made you look at me in a different way, made you kind of realize that I'm a human just like you. Just to make that connection, that bond that YouTubers make with their subscribers. Now, if you have a funny story or a funny phobia or funny situation that you have, you can tell me about it in the comments. I'd really like to hear about it. And I just want to thank you guys for watching, and peace.